Then David went away from there, and he fled to the cave of Adullam. And when his brothers and all of his father's house had heard of it, they descended to him there. And all those left in distress, or oppressed by debt to strangers, or bitter in soul, gathered themselves to him. And he became their leader, and about 400 men were with him. And David set out from there to Mizpah, which is of Moab. And he said to the king of Moab, I beg you, let my father and my mother remain with you, until I know what God will do for me. And he left them before the face of the king of Moab. And they stayed with him for all the days that David was in the stronghold. And the prophet Gad said to David, Do not choose to stay in the stronghold. Set out and go into the land of Judah. And so, David set out, and he went into the forest of Hereth. And Saul heard that David, and the men who were with him, had been seen. Now while Saul was staying in Gibeah, and while he was in the forest that is in Ramah, holding a spear in his hand, with all his servants standing around him, he said to his servants who were assisting him, Listen now, you sons of Benjamin. Will the son of Jesse give to all of you fields and vineyards, and will he make all of you tribunes or centurions? So that you would all conspire against me, and so that there is no one to inform me, especially when even my son has formed a pact with the son of Jesse. There is no one among you who grieves for my situation, or who would report to me. For my son has raised up my servant against me, seeking to betray me, even to this day. Then Doeg, the Edomite, who was standing near, and who was first among the servants of Saul, responding, said, I saw the son of Jesse, in Nob, with Ahimelech, the son of Ahitub, the priest. And he consulted the Lord for him, and he gave him food. Moreover, he gave him the sword of Goliath, the Philistine. Then the king sent to summon Ahimelech, the priest, the son of Ahitub, and all of his father's house, the priests who were in Nob, and they all came before the king. And Saul said to Ahimelech, Listen, son of Ahitub. He responded, Here I am, Lord. And Saul said to him, Why have you conspired against me, you and the son of Jesse? For you gave him bread and a sword, and you consulted the Lord for him, so that he might rise up against me, continuing as a traitor even to this day. And responding to the king, Ahimelech said, But who among all your servants is as faithful as David? And he is the son-in-law of the king, and he goes forth at your order, and he is a glory within your house. Did I begin to consult the Lord for him today? May this be far from me. Let not the king suspect this kind of thing against his servant, nor against anyone in all my father's house. For your servant did not know anything about this matter, either small or great. And the king said, You shall die a death, Ahimelech, you and all your father's house. And the king said to the emissaries who were standing around him, You shall turn, and put to death the priests of the Lord. For their hand is with David. They knew that he had fled, and they did not reveal it to me. But the servants of the king were not willing to extend their hands against the priests of the Lord. And the king said to Doeg, You shall turn and rush against the priests. And Doeg, the Edomite, turned and rushed against the priests. And he massacred, on that day, 85 men, vested with the linen ephod. Then he struck Nob, the city of the priests, with the edge of the sword. He struck down men and women, little ones and infants, as well as ox and donkey and sheep, with the edge of the sword. But one of the sons of Ahimelech, the son of Ahitub, whose name was Abiathar, escaping, fled to David. And he reported to him that Saul had slain the priests of the Lord. And David said to Abiathar, I knew, on that day when Doeg, the Edomite was there, that without doubt he would report it to Saul. I am guilty of all the souls of your father's house. You should remain with me. Do not be afraid, for he who seeks my life, seeks your life also, but with me you shall be saved.